Hey everyone, Dan here, bringing you a new video about Skyforge. We're going to go over my first impressions of all the different things you can do in this game, just kind of what it brings, what's different about it than other MMOs, stuff like that. So yeah, first and foremost, this is an MMO. You group up with people like these people, and you go into this world atlas or whatever, and you can pick from a multitude of different places to go to really just get these different colors of sparks, which are how you level up your character, which I'll be going into in a little bit. First and foremost, let's go over mainly just like the skill tree. So when you press escape, this is what it gives you. It gives you your abilities. So right now I'm a Cryomancer. I also have the Paladin and the Lightbringer class. You get all three of these at basically the beginning of the game. And you can switch between them at any point. And once you unlock a class, you can pick from that class at any point. So I have one attack class, one defense class, and one support class. So there really isn't any healer class. When the enemies die or get damaged, they drop healing globes. So kind of just heal yourself up like that. Yeah, and as you can see, it's basic MMO stuff. You get your abilities, you get your ability bar, a few more than some of the other action-based MMOs. Like I know Neverwinter has like 5 abilities, this one has 8, 10, so just a few more, which I like, because having just a few is not that impressive. And you can you eventually unlock all the abilities with your class through the, what's called, oops. It's called the Ascension Atlas. So here I am with my Cryomancer. And as you can see, as I get more of these Sparks of Cold, I'll level up my class. But before I even got there, to this node, the Path of the Cryomancer, you upgrade your class basically by getting different color sparks. So as you can see here, this is a red node. It requires red sparks, Sparks of Destruction. So if you mouse over it, it requires 50 red sparks, and it gives me the ability Quasar for my Lightbinder. And then you go over here, 50 sparks of destruction, right? Yeah. Gives you 5 might and 3 proficiency, which we'll go over that in just a little bit. Might just is basically your strength, or yeah, your power. And when you unlock an ability here, that plus 10, the green plus 10 is your prestige, so that's basically your level. So if I would unlock this, I would get 10 prestige, bringing it from 1327 to 1337, and that's kind of indicative to how powerful you are, is that number right there. Because as you go on, see here, you get 5 prestige, 5, 9 stamina. So stamina is like your health, might is like your damage. And so we'll just basically go into the equipment. So as you level up your classes, you basically have 4 slots for rings, 4 slots for amulets, 2 slots for trophies, and then your main weapon and an additional weapon, and then any items that you have. And basically, when you level up a class, the only thing that will change are your main weapon and your additional weapon. Your rings and amulets and trophies, I'm assuming, will stay the same, because might just increases base damage, stamina increases your health, strength increases minimum damage, valor increases damage, luck increases your critical damage, and spirit increases your impulse damage, which is just kind of like an additional, that little lightning bolt right next to my health, that when I use an ability that has a charge timer on it, I consume that, and it does bonus damage based on how much spirit I have. So as you can see here, I get 63 bonus damage on my impulse damage because of my spirit. Critical damage is bonused at 77. Bonus damage is 0 to 15 based on strength and valor, pretty much. Yeah. And then my base damage is my might and my strength. And then my stamina, 372, determines my health, which is 1519. Okay. So I think that explains the basics of the abilities and the equipment. And then once you unlock the Ascension Atlas, once you unlock one of your characters, basically, at these special Path of the Cryomancer, Path of the Lightbinder nodes, which is a little ways from the beginning. You start here, move along, okay? So, once you get here, you unlock the bigger Ascension Atlas. And this is where you use to unlock different classes. This is what you use to unlock different classes. So as you can see, I'm right here on my Cryomancer, and the next thing I want to do is get bonus might. So go ahead and do that. Boom. Plus 9 down there. And then now I need 95 of these to unlock more might. So I need to... So when I go out to do my quests, I kind of want to get red, Sparks of Destruction, because I have a good amount of the other two. But as you can see here, if you scroll all the way out, you can basically see what each middle node gives you. And this is a little like Final Fantasy X, which I kind of like. So, on this middle node, increases the impulse damage by 10% for each level of the symbol. And that's just kind of like an additional talent specialization. And then here is where I would unlock, say, the class Archer in the middle of that. And then here, class Slayer. And then if you look on, there's classes all over the place. The Witch, that's where I'm going. That's what I want to do. And then the Berserker. And you can just look around for whatever class you want to do. The Knight, one of the best tank classes. The Kinetic, yeah, etc. So that's pretty much that. So why don't we go ahead and do an adventure, and I'll show you basically how my class works, maybe, or just how combat works in general. So I'm a Cryomancer. I basically use ice magic. So I need the red. I need the Marks of Destruction. So I want to kind of do a red place. And as you see here, I've been trying to do battle, which is PvP. As you see next to the nodes is the color of the node, any additional bonuses you get for doing it, and then what type of node it is. So that's a battle, and you get ×3 of the blue Sparks of Balance. So 61 ×3 would be 180. And then if you have Premium active, which is the special, if you purchase the game or if you buy crystals or whatever, you get additional sparks, credits, other resources. So as you see here, I get 61 ×3 plus 50%. So if you're active in the game, you get those big bonuses. And shortly after starting the game, you get a 3-day premium version unlock. So get a little taste of it. I think it's good marketing for sure. All right, so what we'll do is we'll just go to Oki Island. And as you see here, it unlocks 85 of these Sparks of Destruction after I defeat it. And then you can kind of determine what star you want to do of the mission. So this unlocked for me, and 4 stars requires 1490 prestige, which I think I'm at about 1300 something. So eventually you unlock harder and harder missions, which give you more, better, and more sparks. So we'll just do Oki Island. We'll do it with a group. And usually these don't take that long to load up. And then while it's loading, you can basically just exit out and look around at whatever you want to do. What else? So my class is basically revolves around multiple long cooldowns that do good amounts of AoE damage. Ice Comet, 10-second cooldown, does large amount of AoE damage. Whiteout, which is my longest cooldown, I think, but it also does 22 to 46 damage every second for 10 seconds. So, and basically the thing that I do is I use Cryonic Pulse, which doesn't cost anything. It has like an AoE component too if I charge it down. And then Icy Thorn also has an Icy Dart if I charge it down, which just does a little bit of an additional dot. Basically an extra 100 damage-ish. So yeah, that's my basic burst rotation. It's just right mouse button, left mouse button. Which is why I want to open up the Witch, because she has a much more in-depth rotation. Which, if you go to the training area in this game, you get to try out any of the classes, even if you haven't unlocked them, which I think is really cool. And they show you like all the rotations that you can have with the class, what it can do, etc. So we're loading up the game.
This is where we got into trouble. We tried to send a distress
So we have a
signal, but
couple
couldn't.
extra
They completely
things that we can do
overpowered
here
us.
to get bonuses. Kill enemies in rapid succession to create a kill chain combo, and Wardens of Death lie away at the perfect time. When a character is low on health, lure them out in an ambush spot and kill them. So, just a couple extra things for us to do. We can have the lurking Wardens kill them, and we can achieve a full kill chain sequence. So I'm here with two random people. You can see above their head their class. So the Snowflake is the Cryo, and I think that's Paladin. And then up in the top left corner, you can see basically the dagger is a damage class, and the shield is a tank class. So not too different to understand there. And then these little things fall on the ground, and you get to pick them up. And I got 1 valuables and some credits. Valuables just sell for more credits, basically. And yeah, we're trying to get some more kills. And then as you can see, we're trying to get to this area, which is just scout the area. And there's bosses and stuff in the middle of the area. And there I just got a new weapon. It has 38 prestige on it, which is basically how you judge how powerful a weapon is. There we go. And these circle ones, so a Spark of Cold. Once you unlock your class that you really want to try to go for, you get these little Sparks of Cold, which are how you upgrade them later on. So you can spend your other sparks unlocking additional classes while you still unlock the class that you're playing. It's a pretty nifty system. I like it a lot. And the abilities I'm using is basically my 3, which is a big cone that comes down. And you just press space and it opens up everything. As you can see, they're 152 plus 70, whatever, that I get from having the unlocked game, however you want to say it. And as you see here, they have little marks above their head too. Like that dagger means he does a large amount of damage. And the kind of looks like a triangle. That means he's like a wizard type guy. He has abilities that can disrupt the battlefield. Like right now he's trying to summon in more enemies. So we'll just kill him. And the Cryomancer has a lot of, like this ability right now, that's whiteout. That's what the other Cryomancer used. Just basically a big AoE. That costs a lot of my mana though. Okay, so here's like a mini boss. And
This creature killed our
here's
men.
how you'll
Watch out for
see
the axe.
what they do. So his health is 17.8k, but he has, that's his total health, but he has 10 bars of health. Kind of a little bit different. Doesn't really do much in terms of gameplay, but you can just kind of see how well you're doing fairly easily. And then a lot of your abilities have different ways to activate them. Like this one I have to hold it down, and it has a little thing around him. This one I just left mouse button, I just click, click, click. And then right mouse button I can either charge it, which makes a big ice spear, which does a little bit of damage over time. Or I can just continually press it, which makes me throw it and throw it and throw it, which does a large amount of pretty much burst damage. And then, as all MMOs, don't stand in the fire, because it'll do this. It'll hurt you. And since there is no healer, there's really, the only way to heal is from these little globes, which heal you up. And basically a lot of my abilities are crowd control abilities, so I don't really need to use them that much. I'm sure the Cryomancer is amazing in PvP, because that ability stuns him for 2 seconds, or snares him for 2 seconds, whatever you want to say.
The bird know you are coming.
There we go.
Be
And
careful.
every boss drops an item, pretty much, that I've seen. So this one has a uncommon item in it. So, Ring of Spirit, 40. So we can go into my equipment and kind of just see what I have. 56, 60, 56, 52. So, obviously that's not going to be better. If it is better, it'll say it'll have like a little down arrow right here that you are not using your items optimally. So it's pretty neat to see. Pretty neat to see that upgrades are easy to understand. Alrighty. Boom. I like the Cryomancer, but I feel like a lot of my abilities just go to waste. Either because they're not optimal, because just pressing left click does the most single target damage. Let me see what Z does. I think that's pretty new. Cryo Beam inflicts 48 line of movement. Okay. So that's a line attack, so it's a pretty good AoE attack that only uses 25 Cryogen, which is what the Cryomancer uses as their energy or whatever. Eliminate the lurking wardens. I'm not sure what that is, but it's okay. Okay. So I can hold my left click down and it makes a little bit of an AoE. So that's kind of the Cryomancer's specialty. I have a lot of AoE abilities. And his single target ain't bad either, so. So, just use that over and over again. Basically the best way to fight when there's only one monster. That I've learned. Could be wrong. Got more Sparks of Cold. So yeah, once you unlock your class, those just drop from enemies, so. I don't remember seeing any that I got off the main boss, but maybe I did. I know the end boss drops a good amount of them.
We barely caught our breath after the first wave when this monster appeared.
And then this guy's basically, he looks the same, but he's a little bit different. He charges and has like a big auto attack ability. So obviously, if you're outside this, shortly after it starts, you get locked out, so wanted to wait. Oh, no, this guy, I think this guy, yeah, goes in his little hole. And I think the first one you can't stop, but after the first one, you can stop him from going in there, which speeds up the fight. And a couple more of my abilities I can do that, which is my number 4 ability, which makes an ice statue of me and then shoves me back, which I'm sure is amazing in PvP. And then I can detonate it. And in PvE it taunts enemies, so. And, like, I like this game because even in the low level dungeons, there's still mechanics that you have to follow, or you'll die. I remember playing Rift, and I think I'm level 50 or something, and the mechanics in the dungeons still aren't even there. So there's this charge ability, which will pretty much one-shot you, even at this difficulty. Oh, there's his burrow. Let's destroy it. Oh, now he's mad. See that little thing going around him? kind of just burning his feet with ice. Which doesn't make sense, but maybe it does.
They surrounded us and drove us towards
There
the
we
center
go.
of the island.
And then this looks like a blue item.
I can
Yep,
still
and I got
see
Sparks
those
of Gold.
horrors.
Ring of Luck, 42. So it gives 0.5% criticals chance and 1.2% dash activation, which I think just increases the range of my dash. There we go. I mean, every class has some AoE, like that was the Paladin AoE. So, pretty cool. Yeah, the Cryomancer is definitely a powerful damage dealing class, but I like the Light Warden, I think it is. They have a few abilities that seriously help the party because they are the support class. They have shields, they have a moderate amount of damage, and then they also increase the damage of the party members by quite a bit at later levels, is what I saw. Oh, those little hands, they come out and they'll get you. There we go. So as you can see, the combat's pretty fun. You have 3 dashes that you can use. There's no real tab targeting system. You just look at the person that you want to attack. You can focus on them by pressing F, and then your character walks around them, as you can see right there.
This creature
And here's the final boss of this little dungeon.
Right into its jaws. Please destroy it.
He's what they call a Reaper in this game. They're kind of like the main bad guys. We don't know why they're doing stuff. So here we go. Oh, I was still focused on that other guy. And this fight is basically these hands. A lot of these hands come out. Yeah. And you basically just take his health down. He throws his little scythe at us. We just have to avoid the black hands and get the white hands because they heal us. And they damage him. So yeah. So I'm not sure if my Z button is good on single targets, but my V doesn't use any of my cryogen, and it does like 500 damage, which, as you can see, my little auto attacks are dealing 30. And then my one big right mouse attack does 203, 120, 300. That's pretty good. Ouch. There we go. Got him down to 7. So yeah, the bosses have a lot of health, but I think that makes it a little bit better. Not as much as like the Neverwinter bosses. So, oh, got me. Yep, that guy over there is just letting us know that the yellow ones heal us, which is a good thing to know, because there is no healer. Let me try to get. Oh. So I have a healing ability, or like it's kind of like a potion, basically. Okay, I'm gonna try to get that healing. There we go. So now he's down to basically 40%. I try to apply my my damage over time. It doesn't stack, but I try to apply it every chance I can get. Not sure if using the big C ability is worth it or not. So I don't. It does do a lot of damage, but it's mostly for AoE. And you can attack while moving, obviously. Pretty cool. He's on his last health bar. So I like the boss fights that they already have mechanics. And I think more mechanics are unlocked the higher difficulty you go. Because I remember doing a dungeon on very easy with like 1 star, and then doing it again on 3 stars, and the boss did a lot more. So we got a 72 prestige crystal, which I think is way better than mine. Yeah, so you can go, mine's 49 prestige, which gives me 49 might. So I can switch right to the 72, which, let's see, 41 to 68, 44 to 70. So yeah, increases my damage by a little bit. Increases my prestige by 23. So, pretty good deal. Good job, team. And then you exit the mission. Quest complete. Took me 15 minutes to do that. Progress only 50 out of 100 because we didn't do the lurking death. I'm not sure what we were supposed to do with that. So, we got all these are little bonuses. So I got 94 with the 50% premium. And then I have replicators, which are kind of just like quest rewards. They increase your sparks, and then a group bonus of 6. So I got 134. I got a B ranking, which is just the 2 stars because we didn't do the lurking death, which is okay. Yeah, so I got 134. Should unlock my next needed ability. And that's basically a mission in the game. That's not any of the story missions, and that's just squad-based, which is 1 to 3 players. You can get ones that are battles, which are the PvP. I know you can get group missions, which are 5 people, and they're much more difficult and much more in-depth than even the 3-person missions, which I'm really excited for. And then I think you can do raids, which are like 10-player plus. And those are for the really good gear later on. So, I think I went over pretty much everything. Why don't we go talk to one of the quest givers so I can show you just a little bit of what the quests are like. So, go to the research center. So there isn't really an open world, you just kind of select the instance that you want to go to, which I'm okay with. I've played quite a few MMOs like that. The original Dungeons & Dragons Online was like that, and it was just fine. I think you open up more hubs later on in the game. And so right now, I'm going to go talk to one of my quest givers. Return to Flavius up in the top right at the research center because he's going to teach me new talents. So.
Excellent. You did it. Looks like you've gone and gained your first additional talent slot. I'll be giving you these little tests from time to time.
From what I've seen, there isn't much choice in what you say to them. You just kind of are saying things. So, I received a reward. I got 1 additional talent slot. So, I mean, that's cool. We can look at those real quick. Abilities, so I have basically exhaustion, which, yeah, you wouldn't know what that means, but makes my abilities a little bit better when they're less than 50% health. And then Blizzard, Freezing Gale, which is my right click or my left click AoE, does 35% more damage. And then I have 1 more talent to add. Stasis and Jagged Ice reduce the movement speed of targets, eventually immobilizing them. Stasis and Jagged Ice. See, I still don't know what all they're all basically ice names, so it is really confusing. Jagged Ice is my V. Reduce the target movement speed. That wouldn't be bad. Avalanche Icy Comet deals 25% more damage and consumes 40 less points of cryogen. So that's this. That's my main AoE ability, which I like that. So we'll add that. So it does cost to reset my talents. 14 of these points. I have 530, so that's not that much. But we'll save those. And these are basically... yeah, they're only... okay. These are made to just reset your talents and stuff. So, that's not too bad. And then let's talk about upgrading your equipment. So like you get your 4 rings and then you get your individual crystals and your offhand, which you get more often for the class you're playing. So if you go into if you become a Lightbinder and just decide to do a couple missions, you'll get your Lightbinder main weapon and offhand. So as you can see, my 72 and 56, where my Lightbinder is 46 and 20. I don't get them that often. And I could be a paladin. Okay. So see, these little exclamation marks are how you upgrade your ornament, which is just kind of like just a booster. And this goes through each class. So no matter what class you are, these bonuses stay with you. Just like in your transformation atlas, any of the abilities that you unlock, like 5 might or 9 stamina, those stay with you when you change class. So as you can see here, I need 13 level 1 enhancement stones to level up my weapon booster, which gives me 8 might and 8 prestige. So how do we get those? Well, we just basically disassemble any of the items that we don't want. So I got 3 there, 3 there, 1 there, 1 there. I might not have enough. Wait a minute. Yeah, get rid of that. There we go. So I got 16. Is that how much I need? I needed 13. And like over here, these are the ritual ornaments. I can upgrade this, which gives me 2 strength, 2 valor, 2 luck. So I can upgrade that. And you get these particles of mastery just basically from doing every quest, and that's how you upgrade your max rank. So like right now it's rank 1, max rank is 2. And this one is rank 2, max rank is 2. So I can upgrade this all the way to there, all the way to the end there, and then I would have to spend 1,200 of these to upgrade the max rank, which then I'd probably start needing rank 2 enhancement stones, so it'll take a long time to upgrade these more. So it incentivizes you to keep them kind of even. And this one gives stamina. This gives like a well-rounded amount of stats. This one gives might, just basically damage. And this one gives you your health. So, and they all build prestige. So this gives 6 prestige whenever I upgrade it. This gives 8, I believe. Yeah, but it requires 13. This one only requires 9. So it's just kind of like what you want to do, and it requires credits, which I've been earning little by little. I have 45,000. And you can actually spend your credits to get these gems, which you can then use to upgrade your account to premium for a number of days or whatever. So I think we'll just... I like strength, valor, and luck, so we'll upgrade the ornament here. So boom, got 6 prestige, got my stats up just a little bit, and we got closer to getting this up to max rank, or rank 2. Alright, I think that's about it. Just my impressions, my overall impressions are that this is a really good game. Like, as you can see, it's sci-fi based, but we are basically immortals. We can't die, so that's why we resurrect once we die. And as you can see, pretty cool vista. And character models, you get to do a lot with those once you start your character. I gave her glasses. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. And you can change your basically costume at any time, or your outfit, because you don't get armor. You just get costumes from unlocking at certain points. So like you start with all these. This is the Cryomancer original outfit, and then you could just a holiday costume. So And then she can wear a cute little dress. That's pretty. And yeah. Complete dress up. This is the one I am right now. Like this one. Like the power armor. Looks pretty cool. There you go. And when I went back to the Divine Observatory, when you went to the original place where you got the quests from, or the group activities, I don't know what you want to call them, but they reset every 40 minutes to different areas, different objectives, different color sparks as a reward, different multipliers. So you never know what you're gonna come in here to see. So like in 23 minutes, the next tactical situation will arise. So right here, I can do this squad, normal difficulty, for 2 times being a Lightbinder, I think. Lightbinder times 2. Which I've never actually seen that. So this one's Necromancer times 2. So if you have Necromancer, you get a reward, and this is just bonus times 3. So, yeah, that's the first time I've seen that. If you're a Lightbinder, you get 2 times the points. And then this one is for credits. This is the first credit one I've seen too. So, a lot of new stuff. You get 4,000 credits from completing that, which is pretty good. That's about 1 upgrade's worth of credits. I don't know what else. I mean, credits are used for a multitude of different things. You can do the premium, and basically, I have 2 days left on that. So, yeah, as you can see, you can buy crystals at a multitude of different rates. But here's kind of the cool thing that I saw. You can buy Argents, which are basically your premium resource. And I think it costs 2,000 for 3 days of premium. So I think that costs about 300,000 credits. Yeah, 336,000 credits. Because you get 1 for every 160 credits. So right now I'm really low prestige, so I'm not getting that much credits, but I've seen them basically triple since I started. So I'm sure you get up there to get a lot of credits eventually. Yeah. Alright, I think that's it for this video. I'll probably do another video with maybe the PvP if I can get into it, or maybe a group dungeon and whatnot. Alright. Please like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment, and I'll see you later.